guys, I know I look a little bit weird. My makeup is not completely done. I was about to finish off doing my makeup because I'm going out now, and I was about to try a new foundation that I just recently purchased, so I decided just to try it with you guys in front of the camera. And this is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. Let me see. And yeah, this foundation is very popular on social media. So I went to Sephora yesterday and I picked it up. This is supposed to be a full coverage foundation. Is my lighting too bright? This is supposed to be a full coverage foundation. I don't really own full coverage foundations like that. I tried the Makeup Forever foundation stick. Makeup Forever HD foundation in the stick form, and I didn't like it much because it was a little bit too heavy on me. So when I told the girl at Sephora yesterday that I wanted a full coverage foundation, she really recommended this foundation, and yeah, I wanted to give it a try. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's really cute, really sleek, and very expensive. I mean, the foundation is expensive, so it looks very expensive as well. I thought it was a little pump, but it's not. It's actually like this little thing here, which I kind of like. It's a little bit different. It's kind of like a spoolie type thing that you could just dot it on your face. So the packaging definitely gets a 10. Looking it up at Sephora right now, it retails for $55. It has almost 4 stars, so not quite there. And let me see what it promises to do. Basically what they say it does is an innovative foundation that delivers instant full coverage in a dot, less foundation for more coverage. So I kind of like that. Give skin flawless full coverage in an instant with this first to market foundation concentrate. This really it talks a whole bunch. So basically just saying that it's super full coverage, that you don't need a lot. So the color that I chose is Golden Deep, number 46. I tried it there. The girl color matched me at Sephora, so let's see how that goes. So being that it says that you only need a dot, I'm gonna start literally with just one dot, and I'm just gonna place it on one side of my face. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna prime my face first because I always do that anyways. I got a sample of the Marc Jacobs Undercover Primer. I got it yesterday at Sephora, so let me go ahead and try it out underneath the foundation because that's normally how I wear my foundation anyway, so let's go ahead and try that. The primer feels really hydrating, and it does smell like coconuts. It smells so good. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take one little dot of this foundation like they say to do, and I'm just gonna apply it on one side of my face. So to apply it, I'm gonna be using my beauty blender, and let's see how that goes. I think the color is definitely right. I don't know about just one little thing and covering your entire face, like I think I read somewhere in there. So that is with one little dot that I applied on my face. It looks beautiful, definitely my skin tone. I don't see it's a full coverage that they're talking about with one dot. So let me just try one more dot and see how that goes. Down here. So I put the dot underneath my eyes because I didn't put my corrector. So I want to see how well it covers my raccoon eyes. So yeah, let's see. So that is the coverage with 2 dots on one side of my face using the beauty blender. I do feel that the beauty blender kind of like takes in most of the product, like soaks it in. So maybe that's why I don't see like, you know, how using only just a little bit is going to cover your entire face. Well, 2 dots is not bad. I mean, it's a pretty small amount, but it's definitely not what they said that it would do. It looks beautiful though. It doesn't look heavy on me. Not with a little 2 dots, and it covered pretty well. Like, I don't have any blemishes going on right now on my face, but I do have some little hyperpigmentations from like old little blemishes that I had, and it definitely covered them. I do like it because it doesn't feel heavy. I can smile and I feel like it's, you know, all cakey. So what I'm going to do now is on this side of my face, I'm going to be blending it in using my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush to see what's the best way to apply it with either a damp beauty blender or a brush. So this is the side with the brush, so you could definitely see a difference. This side looks a lot more full coverage, a little too full coverage maybe for my taste. It looks a little bit more heavy than this side. So I think I like the application with a beauty blender just because I'm not too much a fanatic of having like a full coverage face. I'm actually going to go over this one more time using the beauty blender. Let me apply whatever's left on the brush here. So I definitely feel the beauty blender takes like soaks in the product a little bit, but I'm totally okay with that because I like to have a sheer foundation. Like I want it to be full coverage, but I don't want it to look like heavy, and it kind of looks heavy on this side if you can see it compared to this side. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna even out the entire face with the beauty blender. I'm just gonna go over it a little bit, and I will finish off the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. I'll let you know exactly what I feel about the foundation. Yeah. Alright, so I finished the rest of my makeup, and I'm ready to tell you what I think about this babe right here. Alright, first of all, alright, let me just tell you how I felt when I was applying it. I really didn't feel like it blended really easily like it says that it does. I actually was taking a look into the little thing that comes in here inside of the packaging, and it does say that you need about 3 to 4 dots on your face to get a full coverage look. So that is exactly what I did. I used 4, even though for some reason I thought that it said 1 somewhere in there. I do feel like it's full coverage. I covered pretty much all of my imperfections in my face. I don't feel it heavy on my skin. Like I can smile. It doesn't feel heavy at all. But when I do see myself in a mirror, it looks heavy. You might not see it on the camera, but it kind of looks heavy on my skin. Like you can kind of see that it accentuates my pores a little bit. So it's definitely not my favorite foundation. It probably photographs beautifully. I will let you know that later on. It also settled into my little fine lines. Like I have little fine lines here around my mouth, and it definitely settled. Let me see if you guys can see that. Can you see that there? I don't think you guys can see it on the camera, but you can definitely see it in person that it settles into my fine lines. I mean, for someone to notice it, they probably have to be all up in my business, but I am all up in my face, so I can see it. I can see that it settles into my little lines right here. Not my favorite foundation, honestly. Maybe because of my skin type. I have dry skin, and I think this foundation is more geared towards people with oily skin. I think for someone that has oily skin, it's definitely going to control your oils, and it's going to cover up all your imperfections, but it's not for me. Something else that I wanted to mention is the color. Don't really go by the color. I picked up, like I said before, Golden Deep, and it sounds scary. Like if you listen to it, it sounds really dark, but it's not. Like it definitely go a shade darker than this one. The undertone, it's not, like it's definitely not the color that I would normally pick for myself. So don't be scared by the names, because this is definitely not Golden Deep to me. I'm gonna try to record myself when I'm like somewhere else because I'm going out, or maybe at night, just to let you know how long it lasted. So I will just keep you updated. But for now, I gotta say it's not my favorite foundation. I would recommend it just for people that have extremely oily skin, and yeah, not people for dry skin whatsoever at all. Alright, so I will check back with you guys later. Thanks for watching. Alright, so I am home already after a long day. I'm about to take off my makeup, and I just wanted to check in with you guys. The foundation still looks pretty good, like as far as coverage. I don't feel like it came off in any specific area. The one thing though is that I do feel that the more like throughout the day actually got lighter on my skin tone. Like I don't know if you guys can appreciate that on the camera, but yeah, it's definitely not a bad foundation. Not my favorite, like I said before, but it is mainly because I have really dry skin. This foundation kind of like dries out my skin even more. And I also kind of like prefer foundations that are more on the dewy side, and this one is more on the matte, like super ultra matte side. As far as the longevity of the foundation, it definitely does its job. It lasted the entire day, but still not my favorite. So that is all I had to say about this foundation. If you had any other specific questions in regards to it, please let me know. Come Dylan's diaper. He wants to go to bed. So just let me know if there's anything else that you would like to know about the foundation, and I will do my best to answer it. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.